He said, no. Everyone who have served under OBJ will tell you, he's not that kind of person who takes nonsense from anybody. He stood up. He said, no, we have decided. We have decided. Anyone who doesn't agree now will agree when they see the results in action. So let's go. That event, that picture hits me hard. Till tomorrow, till forever, till this moment. Anytime I evaluate that moment, I see clearly what that means. And lo and behold, all those people who pull out were people who were going to corrupt our decision. Came back when they start seeing results along the way. So you are going to suffer that kind of, or you are going to be attacked with that kind of, and most importantly, let's take note, these kind of people are very close to us, very, very close to us. They are our loved ones that we're emotionally attached with. They are our brothers, relations, everyone. They are connected to us in many ways. Maybe co-worker, bosses, important people, mentors who may have perhaps not experienced that kind of events. We say, no, you can't try that. Or they may have experienced some other setback along that line and then try to discourage you. But I tell you, you must own your decision. At that point, when you own your decision, you would have resisted an attempt to corrupt your decision. So let's watch out. There are many more examples. I don't want to take our time, because the time is fast spent. I also want to say clearly that we are a product of decision. We, as human beings, we are a product of decision. We are a product of decision God has made to create us. And I want to say clearly that we are fully made, finished. Every other thing we are adding to ourselves here, they are simply things we have picked in addition by the help of God to add to our understanding and equip us to better decide, to better give our approach a better decision. With this few presentation, may the Lord grant you understanding. At this moment, I'd like to also inform all participants and those who will be watching this program after this period where we are live, that I have directed that our team make available all our materials at no cost for free download to you, including this presentation of today. What that means, all our books, even though we also have them in Amazon, where people can go and make purchases. You can also have access to them on our website at no cost to you, for free. There are lots of materials that are there. Quite a number of the books God has inspired me to write through tutelage and guardian from my mentors, as well as some of the experiences I've encountered in my life journey. May the Lord grant every one of you understanding. Thank you for being part of these historic events. You will not lack the help of God all through this year, 2026. Congratulations. The best is yet to come. The best is on the way. The blessings of God will continue to be your portion all the days of your life. Thank you. I'd like to also appeal to every one of our very important, because I can see a lot of my distinguished, very senior brothers, distinguished individual. I will not be able to mention individual name. I love you all with the depth of my heart, from the depth of my heart. You know, I know everyone that is present here. I love every one of you. And I know God who has brought you this far and help you to succeed will continue to enhance all your journey and all the things you do and everything that concerns you. As I said, the best is yet to come. You will succeed in every area of your life and your business. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Can we give a round of applause using your digital reactions to give applause to our guest speaker and founder, Ambassador Aminu Amen Wisdom. Please, we can do better to appreciate him. Can do better to appreciate him. Oh, thank you and thank you and thank you so very much. So very much. It's a great thing to learn at the feet of the Grandmaster. And Ambassador Aminu A. Wisdom is that Grandmaster that has taken us not just theoretically, but practically spiced with real-life experiences of how he had been involved in critical decisions that will not just affect a state, but a sub-region or the African continent as a whole.
Why you slow down like this? Huh?
Thank you so much. Our technical officer, you are expected to mute everybody so that we can all flow together. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate the ambassador. He had made profound statements. Not making a decision is even a decision in itself. Real change does not come from clarity or boldness or a mere decision. Real change comes when your decisions are well grounded. You don't have to wait for a perfect moment, he said. Decisions are very versatile. Decisions arise when you need to take a stand. And so, when we fail to take a stand on critical issues of life, we are not being decisive. You don't learn, you don't have to leave room for regret after your decision. This is very critical because, as he said, some decisions could be negative or positive, but every decision carries a consequence, as it were. Most people decide, then they then hesitate. Well, a double-minded person, he reminded us of the scripture, cannot achieve his goal in life. And so, decisions are what defines you, what defines your present and your future. Wherever we are living on the face of the earth today, it was a critical decision that has taken us there. I have been asking for comments and questions on our comment box. I've seen a lot of appreciation. Thank you so very much, the ambassador, Your Excellency, Ambassador Wisdom. We love you, sir. We love you, the ambassador. We celebrate you. We thank you so much, Ambassador Wisdom, for this opportunity. You are most appreciated. And somebody said, our Arowan said, this is impactful. And what a way to take decisions that will not be corrupted as we stand by it in this new year. I'm still waiting for more comments and questions specifically that we want the ambassador to address. While doing so, let me also add that the ambassador is not just a diplomat, but he is a scholar and a professional. Some of his books that he had offered to give to us free of charge, if we visit our website, include, but they are not limited to, The Dominion Power of Mentorship, that is building bridges to greatness through transformational relationships. Again, he has written The Power of Positive Practice, Transforming Mindsets, Habits, and Leadership Through Intentional Action. That's also about decision. Again, he had authored In Pursuit of Excellence. Your network determines your network is another book that he had written. Then this one, Danger of Assumption. Another one, The Power of Effective Listening to Communicate Effectively, and The Creative Force of Anger. Our technical crew will put our website on the chat box so that you can just go to our website and download some of these books that you may choose. But if you want to buy the hard copies, you could just contact the Amazon. You get them to buy there. But they are freely offered to you for making that critical decision to come here today. And for the sake of our younger ones that prefer to be mentored, these are some of the programs that Strategic Global Mentorship offers. I'll put them on board now so that we can see part of our deliverables. We have personalized mentoring and mentorship programs. The technical crew will also put a particular form on the chat box, which is a Google form. With 2 minutes, you complete it to indicate whether you want to be receiving our correspondence or to be a part of the mentorship program. So we have personalized mentorship programs. We have another institute for talent discovery and development. And by being a part of us, you have access to our regular seminars and conferences, which can be organized physically or virtually, and if physically, in any part of the world. Attendance at Strategic Global conferences are part of what you stand to benefit, apart from quality networking. The ambassador has said part of your decision will be enhanced not just by quality information, but the people that you network with. And so he had written a book, Your Network Determines Your Net Worth. To improve the value of your worth, you need to synergize with others, and networking is one of such opportunities. And we offer that through Strategic Global Mentorship. Of course, we also have parallel sessions when global organizations, United Nations, and all of them are holding their meetings. We hold our own meetings with similar bodies in different parts of the world. On this note, I want to go back to the message box if you have dropped any, to see what messages that you have. Okay, 3 new messages. Janet Adegoke says, thank you very much for the message. I gained so much, and then I gained so much, and this will change my life. Thank you very much, the co-producers. And then Abimbola Ololade says, the teaching is extraordinary. Thus, it's short, but it's fully packaged. Making decisions and how far one can go in the journey of life. If Almighty God can make decisions, she reasons in creating human beings, who are we not to make decisions and work towards it to stand out in all ramifications? Thank you, Abimbola. Jumoke Salau says, thank you, sir, for the insightful presentation. Now, the question, Ambassador, how can an individual evaluate and choose among options in situations of uncertainty or scarcity? Again, I repeat the question, how can an individual evaluate and choose among, let me add, competing options in situations of uncertainty or scarcity? That was the question from Jumoke Salau. Let me see again from Awa, another question. How do you surmount obstacles as you take decisions in the direction without distractions? How do I staff, my distractors, looking at the way a lot of things are seeking for attention in decision making. That is also similar to what Jumoke said in the face of competing issues or decisions. How do I take one? I think we will allow the ambassador to address these two questions. I will repeat, sir, for clarity, sir. Number one is how can an individual evaluate and choose among options in situations of uncertainty and scarcity? If the ambassador does not mind, you could address that, then I go to the second question. The ambassador, sir, I yield the floor to you. Thank you.
Thank you, distinguished professor. Thank you very much. Let me appeal to us in answering these questions that mentorship is key in our adventure in life. I'm a product of mentorship. I'm a complete product of mentorship, being mentored by individuals. In fact, young and old, unbelievable class of age. So please, in any step or anything you want, and by the way, let me say this clearly, that sometimes we try to identify this individual to meet with them on one-on-one. No. For me, it's a distraction. Not all of them have had the privilege to sit with on one-on-one. Some of them I assess them through their materials. Some of them, by privilege or grace, I meet with them. So now, why it is important to identify these mentors? It helps for clarity, because the same road you want to embark on, someone has taken through that road before. He can see what ultimately will not work. He can see clearly what ultimately will not work. You know, so he can tell you, or he will even help you to see more clearly how it can better work, because some of these individuals have tested so many things that have failed in their hand. By the way, failure is also an ingredient. Not everybody can fail and get up again. Many could not rise. Many have risen. Rejection is part of the journey. Rejection is part of the journey. Condemnation is part of the journey. These are arrow bullets on your way that can actually derail your journey if you are not prepared to be able to take some matching order from those who have gone ahead of you in line with that kind of decision you want to take. Permit me to expand it further. You will even be rejected by those who join you on the journey. It's as tough as that. Because, you know, I have sat with some of my mentors that I can see today how successful they are. I've heard their stories. I've heard their stories. And, you know, I went somewhere to seek a counsel or an advice on something. You know, I mean, the individual stood up. He said they will kill you. You know, if you are not strong enough, that is enough to discourage you to even start at all. He said they will kill you. He said that area you are going to, they will kill you. They will just kill you. You know what I'm saying? They will kill you. They will kill you. They will kill you. He said, because these people, you are daring their area. And you are coming in with something that will shed light on the part of those they are confusing in darkness. How do you think they will spare you? You want to come and spoil their market? They will kill you. So be ready. And then he tapped me on the shoulder. It's okay. This is the way to go. This is what to do. So some of these aspects can be very scary, can be very, very disturbing, can be very discouraging. So it is important to have a mentor who can speak to your life, either via his materials or personally. And by the way, thank God for YouTube. Thank God for all the social media. Thank God, because there are quality materials that are still there. You just type in your situation and the thing will just come up. You listen to it again and check another one and listen to more. Put all that together. Open your Bible. Take some scriptures to back them up. Pray about them. Then take steps. Take steps. Take steps. Take steps. Some people are still procrastinating even when they are told to move. Even when they are told to move, they are still procrastinating. Even when they are told to move. So I often say, by privilege of grace, I have gone through fire in many steps I've taken. And when I'm going through it like that, I'm always happy because I know the end. I know the end. I know what the end holds. I know what the end holds. And I know who I'm working with. And I know who I believe. That's all. That's all. You must have that clarity. Who you believe, your Creator, the Almighty. Who you trust, your Creator, the Almighty, who never fails. Any other person can fail. So once you get that clarity, you embark on that journey. And then before you know it, you'll be a celebrated vessel. May God grant us understanding. I try to sum up those two questions together and
Yes.
so that we'll be able to.
Indeed, you have done that. You have told us, like Moses was telling, or God was telling Joshua when he was to take over from Moses. Oh, be thou courageous, be not afraid, be courageous, be not afraid. And so decisions carry consequences, and therefore trusting in God is key to navigating the challenges of decision making. Of course, there are other resources available. Yes, we are children born in due season. You can get to the Library of Congress from the comfort of your home, and you see where and who has taken quality decisions in the direction of your need. So the questions have been addressed. There are two more. The ambassador, Joshua is asking, sir, what are the things to consider before taking a timeless decision? What are the things to consider? I guess Joshua will want the ambassador to recapitulate those steps that the ambassador mentioned, getting the right information, and so on and so forth. Maybe for the sake of emphasis, the ambassador should go for that again. And so there is yet another question from Tamida is telling us that there is a Google form that is there. In less than 2 minutes, you have completed it, and that enables us to have your DBase, your data, in terms of getting correspondences from us, inviting you to subsequent meetings, and you want to ask more questions on how you can benefit from Strategic Global Mentorship Program. Now, apart from the steps that the ambassador is being asked to repeat or re-emphasize, there is this question from Adekola. The ambassador spoke so well about familiar patterns that if we decide to follow, keep us in comfort zones without much change. How can you work outside these patterns to make significant progress in the challenging decisions we may have to take? Thank you. That was the question, Ambassador. I'll repeat. How can you work outside these areas of comfort, these patterns, to make significant progress in the challenging decisions? Please, time is running out. Fill the form so that we can get back to you in the next 5 minutes maximum we will be handing this presentation. The ambassador, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished professor. You see, these are very simple. Yeah, they appear complex, but they are simple when you put your mind to it. What I will simply ask you to do is avoid distraction. Avoid distraction. Distraction is a critical area of decision making. Distraction is a very serious critical area. We must try to do all we can. And by the way, I will help to classify distraction in many forms. Even certain things that are good, they are distraction. Certain good things, they are distraction. Certain things are good, but they're not good for you. At that moment that you are confronted with that particular adventure or that particular engagement you are confronted with. I've had the privilege of being invited to somewhere, where, the higher might are there. But in assessing and diagnosing the event, at that moment, it was not good for me. So this kind of distraction can actually derail your adventure, your sincere adventure in any particular area that you have chose to embark on. If you listen to me earlier, I did emphasize that there is nothing you and I want to achieve today that someone else have not made a mark. Top excellence. So it's in doing all we can to ensure that we humble ourselves enough to evaluate again and again, probe into some of those steps we want to take, do all we can, and then come up with a clear understanding before taking those steps. And as I said, of course, you will definitely find things that may discourage you from people close to you. People close to you. In fact, by the way, I keep emphasizing this because I have mentioned to some close associates to me that those who killed, who murdered and crucified Jesus Christ were not his enemy. They were not his enemy. They were with him. They were with him. So that is how important it is. Why? Not everyone has that strong or well-grounded ability to withstand the attack of the enemy. Because the enemy attacking you, and if he can't get at you directly, he can use the people around you. And that is why you have to watch out for those. And so there are some people around you need to help. You need to help to deliver them so as to protect yourself from that attack that may come through them. And by the way, it may be things the things you like, the things I like, or areas where people can say, oh, and by the way, when people want to get at you, they don't get at you through the things you don't like. They get at you through the things you like. What eventually will become a quality decision. And then you arrive there to say, oh yes, I have taken a decision that matters to me and have impact on my life and those around me. I like us to take note that the decisions we take affects everything and everybody around us. It's not necessarily we taking the decision. We are not beneficiary alone. Every other person around us, everyone around us, everyone around us is affected. So that we must do all we can to ensure that everyone being carried along can fit in. And that is why you evaluate and expand, not just your interest alone, the interest of everyone around you, and by extension, those who believed in you and looking unto you. Finally, take note, we are like book that others are reading to determine what steps they need to take. So we must do all we can to carefully, prayerfully, because no one lives a careless life and come out excellent. Those materials will be a lot of blessings to you, please. So I like to plead with you that you get at those materials, study them again, and go through them. Be a lot of blessings to you. Kindly mute everyone that is not speaking in order to ensure that we are. So those materials that we have made available are going to be a lot of blessings to every one of you. So please do all you can to access them, and then that you download them for free, as I mentioned in my last comment. Download them. You will have them for free. If you want the hard copy, like I do, I love to have hard copies at home. You can purchase them on Amazon. They are all there on Amazon at a very minimal cost, just to encourage everyone to have access to them. May the Lord continue to bless every one of you. Over to you, Professor.
Okay, thank you so much. We apologize that the link earlier sent was not responding. I tried to copy the one that I completed and I sent it to the platform now. Tamida had equally resent that link. Please just take the next 1 minute or two to complete that the form so that we can get back to you as often as possible. Again, we are about closing this session. We're going to be bringing diplomats from across the nations of the earth. We're going to be bringing thought leaders, opinion leaders from wherever we can get them all over the world. We're going to be bringing business magnates, titans of industry, and scholars and global speakers. Even if we need to bring past heads of state, we are sure that we could do that, and we bring you all of that benefit. In addition to that, regularly every year, we will be doing a physical conference in any part of the world that we would identify. And our goal is also to build a global community of individuals that want to go through this school of mentorship. And so that's why this form is very important. We'll be having sub-regional grouping, West Africa, East Africa, Southern Africa, Northern Africa, Central Africa, and all of the geopolitical zones across the African continent. The European session will be there, the American session, the Canadian session, and all of that. These are part of the benefits we want to spread to all members of our community, wherever you may be connecting from. I want to appreciate all of our participants today. We, at a time, got to 29, 30 participants, and then dropping off, some are joining us. But this is just historical. It's just the beginning, and we can assure you, those who we had 150 participants who registered to be a part of this program. But like the ambassador said, the decision to attend or not to attend is very, very critical. is also part of decision. What you have taken away from here is a byproduct of your decision. Those who are not beneficiaries is also a byproduct. Said, you first take your decision, and then your decision decides